So in this lecture we will discuss problems of integration. So integrate with respect to x. First example, 1 upon x raised to 4 minus 1 dx. So we denote integration I equal to 1 upon x raised to 4 minus 1 dx. Now there are two methods. First one is partial fraction, in which you have to factorize the denominator x raised to 4 minus 1. So this is x square minus 1, x square plus 1. Again this can be factorized, x minus 1, x plus 1 and x square plus 1. Then as usual, a upon x minus 1, b upon x plus 1, and this is quadratic and irreducible. So cx plus d upon x square plus 1. Now a, b, c and d are constants to be determined. So this is method 1. Second method, by arrangement you can convert it into standard form. Say x raised to 4 minus 1. So this can be factorized, x square minus 1, x square plus 1 dx. Now numerator can be rewrite using denominator. Here x square plus 1 minus x square minus 1. This is x square minus 1. With the help of denominator we can write numerator. So if we simplify this one, x square plus 1 minus x square plus 1. So in numerator 2 is additional. So to remove this we divide it by 2. So rewrite numerator with the help of denominator. Now divide each term by denominator. So this is 1 upon x square minus 1, 1 upon x square plus 1 dx. And now we can integrate term wise. So this is 1 upon x square minus 1 dx, 1 upon x square plus 1 dx. Here we have to use 1 upon x square minus a square form. So which is 1 upon 2a, 1 upon x square minus a square dx, 1 upon 2a log mod x minus a upon x plus a plus constant of integration. So when we use this form, 1 half as it is, 1 upon 2a, a is 1 log mod x minus 1 x plus 1 minus 1 half. Here tan inverse x by a is 1 plus c, or this can be written as 1 by 4 log mod x minus 1 x plus 1 minus 1 half tan inverse x plus constant of integration. So two methods. In method 1 you have to evaluate unknowns a, b, c and d if you use method of partial fraction, and by rearrangements of numerator with the help of denominator you can convert it into the standard form. Second example, integrate 1 upon x raised to n plus 1 dx. Solution. So to integrate this thing, we denote this I 1 upon x raised to n plus 1 dx. Since such a case is multiplied and divided by x raised to n minus 1, x raised to n minus 1, x raised to n minus 1, x raised to n plus 1 dx. So this is nothing but x raised to n minus 1, x raised to n plus 1 dx. So in such a example, say x, you find out the relation between x and x raised to n. Difference of the power is x raised to n minus 1. So multiplied numerator and denominator. For example, suppose 1 upon x raised to 4 plus 1 dx. In such a case, you have to multiply numerator and denominator by x cube, and then you have to use substitution, put x raised to 4 equal to t. This is general case in terms of n, and when you take n equal to 4, 5, 6, etc., but method will remain same. So in general, multiplied numerator and denominator by x raised to n minus 1 and use substitution, put x raised to n equal to t, put x raised to n equal to t. So this is nx raised to n minus 1 dx equal to dt, and therefore x raised to n minus 1 dx 1 upon n dt. And using this substitution, integration I takes the form x raised to n minus 1 dx 1 upon n dt upon t into t plus 1. From here you can arrange numerator using denominator, or alternate method a upon t, method of partial fraction, b upon t plus 1. But this is simple one. You can arrange numerator with the help of denominator t into t plus 1. So numerator can be written as t plus 1 minus t dt. So tt cancel, so it is 1 dt. Now divide each term by denominator. So integration, here when we divide, this is 1 upon t, here it will be 1 upon t plus 1 dt. So now term wise we can integrate 1 upon n. So integration is log mod t minus log mod t plus 1 plus constant of integration, and using formula of logarithm, log a minus log b, log a by b. So this is log mod t upon t plus 1 plus constant of integration, and put value for t it is x raised to n. So this is x raised to n upon x raised to n plus 1 plus constant of integration. So you can integrate such type of example as, for example, 1 upon x 2021 plus minus, you can arrange dx, then multiplied numerator and denominator by x raised to 2020 and use substitution, put x raised to 2021 equal to t. So you can in general by taking different values for n, but you note that n belongs to n. In such a cases you can integrate such a type of example by multiplying numerator and denominator by x raised to n minus 1. Next example, integrate cos x upon 1 minus sin x into 2 minus sin x dx. So when you observe the sum, derivative of sin x, it is cos x. So in numerator it is cos x. So easily you will get idea. First we have to use substitution. Put sin x equal to t. Therefore cos x dx equal to dt, and therefore integration I equal to dt upon 1 minus t 2 minus t. Now from here we have two methods. One method of partial fraction, a upon 1 minus t plus b upon 2 minus t, or second arrangement of numerator with the help of denominator. So by practice easily you will get idea how to write numerator with the help of denominator. Check this arrangement: 2 minus t 1 minus t dt. So when we expand 2 minus t minus 1 minus minus plus, so t cancels, so numerator is 1. So we have written numerator with the help of denominator. Now divide each term. So when we divide 1 minus t minus 1 upon 2 minus t dt. So if you write in partial fraction form, you will get a equal to 1, b equal to minus 1. So you will get this form which we have obtained by arrangements of numerator. So when we integrate, this is log mod 1 minus t, and coefficient of t will be outside, so this is minus. Similarly here log mod 2 minus t, coefficient of t minus 1 outside, so minus minus plus, constant of integration c, and log a minus log b, log a by b, so this is log 2 minus t 1 minus t plus constant of integration. So now we put value of t because our original variable is x, so this is nothing but log mod 2 minus t, it is sin x, 2 minus sin x upon 1 minus sin x plus constant of integration. So by same method you can also integrate this type of example: cos x upon 1 plus sin x 3 plus 2 sin x dx. You can also integrate this type of, first use sin x equal to t substitution, put sin x equal to t, and then use method of partial fraction. So easily you can evaluate such type of integration. Next example, fourth one, integrate x square plus 1, x square plus 2, x square plus 3, x square plus 4 dx. So let us discuss solution. First we denote this by integration I, x square plus 1, x square plus 2, x square plus 3, x square plus 4 dx. Now first observation is it is not a proper fraction because in numerator degree is 4 while in denominator also degree is 4. So degree of numerator equal to degree of denominator. So it is an example of improper fraction. So in that case we have to rewrite improper as sum of polynomial plus proper fraction. We have to write improper fraction or improper function as sum of polynomial plus proper rational function. So by actual division or by arrangement, so we will use method of arrangement here, not substitution, only suppose x square equal to t. Just you suppose, not substitution. If we use substitution then we have to convert dx in terms of dt, but important thing is this is not a substitution. So when we suppose x square equal to t, t plus 1, t plus 2, t plus 3, t plus 4. So this is t square, expansion is 3t plus 2 upon t square plus 7t plus 12. Now this is quadratic upon quadratic. So in such a cases first you write down denominator. So t square plus 7t plus 12. This is t square plus 7t plus 12. Now t square is already there, but here we have 3t while here 7t. So we have to subtract 4t. So that 7t minus 4t, it will be 3t. Now 12 while here we have 2. So we have to subtract 10. So when we expand t square plus 70 plus 12 minus 40 minus 12 will give numerator t square plus 3t plus 2. So we have rewrite numerator using denominator. Now divide each term by denominator. So this is 1 minus 40 plus 10 upon t square plus 70 plus 12. So now you can observe this is a proper rational function. So improper we have expressed sum of polynomial which is constant polynomial. So here since it is a proper rational function, so it is nothing but 40 plus 10 upon t plus 3 t plus 4, denominator is, okay, so denominator is t plus 3, t plus 4. Now 4t plus 10, say result number 1. Now 4t plus 10 upon t plus 3, t plus 4. So we use method of partial fraction. In denominator we have factors which are linear and non-repeated. A upon t plus 3, b upon t plus 4. A upon t plus 3, b upon t plus 4. Now to evaluate constant a and b, take t equal to minus 3, will give value for a, and t equal to, when you take minus 4, it will give value for b. Easily you can verify a will be minus 2 and b it will be 6. Easily you can calculate this thing, because 4t plus 10 equal to a into t plus 4, b into t plus 3. Take t equal to minus 3, so this is minus 12 plus 10, a 4 minus 3, so a equal to minus 2, therefore a equal to minus 2. Similarly, take t equal to minus 4, so minus 16 plus 10. Here when we take t equal to minus 4 plus 4, it will be 0. So b into minus 4 plus 3. So when we simplify, b it will be plus 6. So b equal to 6. So substituting in 1, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, t plus 1, t plus 2, t plus 3, t plus 4 equal to 1 minus 4t plus 10, a it is minus 2 upon t plus 3, b is 6 upon t plus 4, and when we simplify, 1 plus 2 upon t plus 3 minus 6 upon t plus 4, but t equal to x square, and therefore x square plus 1, x square plus 2 upon x square plus 3, x square plus 4 equal to 1 plus 2 upon x square plus 3 minus 6 upon x square plus 4. So in place of integrating this term, we will integrate right hand side form. So integration is, therefore integration I equal to 1 plus 2 upon x square plus 3 can be written as root 3 square minus 6 upon x square plus 2 square dx. So now we can integrate term wise. Integration 1 dx x 2, this is 1 upon a tan inverse x by a. So this is using formula 1 upon x square plus a square dx 1 by a tan inverse x by a plus c. So 2 upon root 3 tan inverse x upon root 3 minus 6 1 upon a. So this is 1 upon 2 tan inverse x by a is 2 plus c. So 2 3s are 6. So final answer is x plus 2 upon root 3 tan inverse x upon root 3 minus 3 tan inverse x by 2 plus constant of integration. Similarly, now you note the difference. Here power was equal, x square plus 1, x square plus 2, x square plus 3, in denominator x square plus 4. But if there is an example of the form integrate two x upon integrate 2x upon x square plus 1 x square plus 3 x square plus 3 dx. So in numerator do 2x, which is derivative of x square. So here to integrate this thing we will use substitution solution. Put x square equal to t. So 2x dx it is dt, and therefore integration I equal to dt upon t plus 1 t plus 3. Now you can observe it is a problem of method of partial fraction, a upon t plus 1 plus b upon t plus 3. But whenever we have t plus a or t plus b form, we can arrange we can arrange numerator using denominator. Check this step. This is t plus 1 t plus 3 dt. Original method is this one, in which you have to obtain unknowns a and b, but now we can arrange numerator with the help of denominator. Check this step, t plus 3 minus t plus 1. So t plus 3 minus t minus 1, 3 minus 1 2. So in numerator 2. So additional 2, to remove additional 2 we divide by 2. So this is 1/2. Now divide each term by denominator. So t plus 1 minus 1 upon t plus 3 dt. So you can observe it is integrable. So 1/2 log mod t plus 1 minus log mod t plus 3 plus constant of integration, and log a minus log b. So it is log a by b. So this is log mod t plus 1 t plus 3 plus constant of integration, and put value for t equal to x square. So answer will be 1/2 log mod x square plus 1 x square plus 3 plus constant of integration. Put t equal to x square. Next one is integrate 1 upon e raised to x minus 1 dx. Solution. By practice easily you will get idea how to integrate this thing. To integrate 1 upon e raised to x minus 1 dx. Easily you will get idea. Multiplied divide by e raised to, multiplied numerator and denominator by e raised to x. So this is e raised to x minus 1 dx. Actually hint is given, use substitution e raised to x equal to t, but by practice easily you will get idea. So when we use e raised to x equal to t, so e raised to x dx, it will be dt. Put substitution e raised to x equal to t, differentiate both sides, so e raised to x into dx equal to dt, and therefore integration I equal to dt upon, this is e raised to x dx dt, t upon t minus 1. So again now it is well known form. Either use method of partial fraction a upon t plus b upon t minus 1 and find out unknowns a and b, or by practice now we are familiar with this method, t into t minus 1, check this arrangement, t minus 1 dt. That means we have expressed numerator with the help of denominator, because if we expand numerator t minus minus plus, so 1 dt. Now divide each term by denominator, so this is 1 upon t minus 1 minus 1 upon t dt. Term wise we can integrate log mod t minus 1 minus log mod t plus constant of integration, and we can simplify log a minus log b log a by b t minus 1 upon t plus constant of integration c, and finally put t equal to e raised to x. So answer will be log mod e raised to x minus 1 upon e raised to x plus